great team effort. We had plenty of physicians and nurses.
Are things seem to, as far as the number of people coming into the hospital with injuries, are those numbers of people beginning to subside somewhat? Are you guys getting a grip on just the exact number of injuries and the exact number of fatalities?
Yes, I don't think we've had any new ones come in the last hour to an hour and a half.
Okay, well,
so it has slowed down.
That is good news. Jan Bowd with the Jackson-Madison County General Hospital there. Our hearts go out to you and to everyone in Jackson and in Madison County. Just devastating as we look at the damage left behind. These are live pictures from Chopper 5 flying over the downtown Jackson area. Schools destroyed, government buildings damaged, destroyed. Factories in the area. We're talking about people out of work here as a result of the damage that has occurred. Homeless now as a result of the damage. Children with no schools. These are stories you're going to be hearing for a long time to come. We have crews in Jackson. I know our George Brown is down there on the ground surveying the damage, talking to folks right now. We hope to hear from him a little later on. We've sent several other crews out into the area, and we are going to bring you more on this. And again, a story that hits us here locally as Jackson just seems to rebound every time a thunderstorm event rolls through. They've been hit in 98, again in, I believe it was 2000, and now this, basically right through the heart of downtown Jackson. Absolutely devastating. We're still watching storms that are rolling across West Tennessee right now.
There's nothing on the other side of that wall. We can't get close up to it, but there's nothing on the other side of that wall. These trucks that are right here, there's 1, 2, 3 trucks. They came from all the way over here, we've been told. They flew all the way over here because of that torrential weather, that severe weather, those 2 twisters that rocked this Jackson, Tennessee, Madison County area. Now, the irony in all this is the fact that, actually, I'm sorry, we're looking at News Chopper 3 video. We're looking at News Chopper 3 video right now, an overview of all the destruction that we have seen in this area. Now, EMS is set to make a statement at about 12:01 here in the downtown area. They tell us so far that all their fire trucks are out in this Jackson, Tennessee, Madison County area, surveying the damage, looking for people who may have been stuck inside some of this rubble. They tell us now that everybody that was trapped inside the rubble is out at this particular time. They're going door to door, marking each door with spray paint, denoting the fact that they have been to each particular house, each particular structure to make sure that everybody is safe and sound. They say that nobody is trapped at this particular time. But the death toll has risen to 9 at this time, have been taken to the hospital. Now, we also have gotten reports of power outages. Last night we got in here at about 2:30, 3 o'clock or so, pitch black around this area. The only bright spot that we did see was the hospital. Again, 9 people reported dead, 64 people taken to the hospital. But the hospital was the only bright spot, the only spot that was lit. The police department, which is over here to my they had a number of troubles. The lobby destroyed their communications, knocked down. They could not communicate with one another for a number of hours. Not until about 6 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock this morning were they able to communicate. Their only communication was through cell phones. Again, power outages here to 7,000 people. No phone service right now for a number of people. They're also importing water. There's a boil water notice. We have new information that's coming in on some more weather that's coming to the Mid-South area. For that, we turn to News Channel 3's Austin Onick.
Thanks, Amari. We'll get back to the situation in just a little bit in Jackson and also around the rest of the area. Should confirm at this time if you live in Corinth. Reports coming in from the authorities that a tornado did touch down around the Corinth area in a field outside of there. The storm heading on over toward the McNairy County area. National Weather Service indicating that a tornado was confirmed near Corinth, 2 miles southeast of Winnesoga, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. According to the National Weather Service, there have been numerous reports of tornadoes in and around the Corinth area. Again, this is a dangerous storm. This is a tornado warning in effect for McNairy and Hardin counties at the present time. across the area. And for Alcorn County in northeastern Mississippi, the tornado warning does continue for about the next 18 minutes or so. Again, this is a dangerous weather situation, life-threatening weather situation. Breaking in to let you know about what is actually going on here. Let's switch back to First Defense Live Doppler 3 and show you that this storm we're tracking here back to the north and to the east, moving out of the Corinth area, will be continuing onwards over toward the Tennessee River, again toward the Pickwick Dam area. Within about the next few minutes, and towards Savannah around 9:15. The strongest area of the storm is just to the southeast of Jackson, just approaching Decatur County, to the southern part of Decatur County, moving on through Henderson County at this time. But again, around Alcorn County in Corinth, Mississippi, numerous reports of tornadoes going through the area. Again, this is a tornado warning. The warning continues in effect until 9:30 for the Alcorn County area, and tornado warning continues in effect until 10 a.m. for Hardin and McNairy County. National Severe Storms Prediction Center is saying that the entire area, mainly along and east of the Mississippi River, including all of western Tennessee and all of northern Mississippi, is going to be under a continued threat for severe weather throughout the course of the morning, possibly into the early afternoon, including supercell thunderstorms. There is just a ton of energy available, lots of moisture, lots of heating available for these storms to form. So I'd be watching very, very carefully. Now, as of right now, well on down to the south, around Oxford and Tupelo, we are seeing some fairly heavy lines of storms developing from just north of Vicksburg right back on over to around Tupelo. That is not going to be affecting our area. That'll be moving back on over to the east and should be entering into west central Alabama before too long. But again, the tornado warning will continue in effect for Alcorn County until 9:30 this morning at the present time. Okay, continuation of Hardin and McNairy counties. Tornado indicated 9 miles northwest of Adamsville, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Tornado has also been confirmed over Corinth, moving to the northeast. So this storm continues to develop tornado vortexes. Northern tornado is expected to be near Morris Chapel and the Milledgeville area by 9:20, Saltillo, Savannah by 9:25, and Olive Hill by 9:35 this morning. Again, we have a confirmed tornado over Corinth, moving to the northeast at approximately 60 miles per hour. This is a dangerous storm. As it moves on up through, it's going to be taking on off toward the area around Hardin and McNairy counties. Again, tornado warning continues in effect there until around the 10 o'clock time frame. So far, no reports of damage in Corinth that we know of. We're still waiting to hear from the area. Around there, make sure you give us a call at News Channel 3 at 1-800-76-NEWS3. Severe weather spotters in the area, you know what to do. If you see anything, contact the National Weather Service through the toll-free number that you were given at your seminar. And also, if you cannot get through there, relay your information to the local law enforcement agency, and they will pass the information along to the National Weather Service in Memphis, monitoring the situation, issuing the warnings for right now. But again, the tornado warning for Hardin and McNairy counties continues until 10 a.m. with a tornado detected 9 miles northwest of Adamsville, moving to the northeast at about 60 miles per hour. So this is going to be going right on through the area right back on up here through Milledgeville and eventually heading over toward the Tennessee River Valley. This is the storm we are currently watching right now. Good tip on this storm, looks like a fairly good hook echo on the way, and that'll be moving on over to the east-northeast, probably going through the Milledgeville area relatively soon. Something to watch out for as we go throughout the rest of the morning hours. Corinth at this time, the storm relatively diminished, but still capable of producing a tornado going through Michi, and that'll be going up through the Shiloh area within about the next 15 to 30 minutes or so. Again, tornado warning continues in effect for the area around Alcorn County until 9:30 and until 10 a.m. for Hardin and McNairy County. We're going to get some more information here at the First Defense Doppler 3 Weather Center. Keep an eye on things. Again, the tornado tips, we'll keep those at the bottom of your screen. Again, this is a life-threatening emergency. If you are in the path of this storm, you need to be in a place of safety now. So take these tips to heart and get yourself to a place of safety immediately. These are the same tips we ran last night right as the storm was hitting Jackson. Hopefully some people were able to use that information to their advantage and get to a place of safety. Very important tips to remember on here. So again, as the storm goes through the area this morning, something to watch out for. Again, we're talking about a life-threatening weather situation. Tornadoes are nothing to be messing around with. This is a dangerous emergency. You need to get yourself to a place of safety immediately. If you have tips, information, anything you would like to report about damage or injuries, relay that information to the authorities first, but then give us a call here at 1-800-76-NEWS3. Take a bit of a second here. Let's go back over the news desk. News Channel 3's Alex Coleman and Mary Beth. Guys?
Before we go to break, can you just repeat real quick what counties would be in the line of the storm in case folks are, missed that part?
Okay, we We have a tornado warning in effect until 9:30 for Alcorn County in Mississippi, and we have a tornado warning in effect for Hardin and McNairy counties until 10 a.m. So Alcorn until 9:30, which should expire here in about the next 12 minutes, and that indicates, we've also indicated numerous reports of tornadoes over and around Corinth, and then tornado warning for Hardin and McNairy County, which is going to be approaching the Savannah and Olive Hill area within about the next 15 to 20 minutes.